Good morning, it's Tom Bentley here from the Axopar London group. Hope this finds you well. Saturday morning in Poole, lovely and sunny. And today I'm going to be showing you a new stock Axopar 37 Suntop that we've just have arrived in the UK here at my Poole office. As you can see, she's on the boat mover. She's not quite up on her stands just yet, but we will be going through PDI process with her over the next couple of days. Probably from Tuesday after the bank holiday. So this is the Mark II 37 hull. So some vast improvements which we're going to go through in a minute. Just got a nice little walk down the side of the hull here. As you can probably note, see at the top of the video there, she does have the gull wing door option, which we'll look at in a bit more detail. I've just left one of those open for when we walk around the boat in a second. But a nice walk down the side of the boat here. And then as we get a bit closer, so the Mark II hull, there's some great improvements with the Mark II hull. They actually think that the Mark II hull, with the engines that we've got on the back of this, will run a little bit quicker. And one of the key features is obviously the kind of the width and breadth of the hull. As we look straight down the nose of her, as you can see, she's definitely kind of fleshed out a little bit, and those spray rails on the boat have really kind of chunked up a little bit to keep the water away from the boat while she's running. But they reckon this boat will now, with the twin V8 300s on the back like she does have, will actually get up to close to 50 knots. So and as with other and why these boats have been so popular, you can see the two-step hull design as we walk down the side of the boat here. Freshly anti-fouled out of the factory as well, so that's all been done. And just the quality in the hull has really stepped up a notch. And as I just come back a little bit further, you can see she just looks a bit more racy, a bit more kind of streamlined. The grab rails that lead up to the Suntop have got a nice few curves in them as well, we can see just up there. So I'm really excited to show you this to you. Now this has obviously been spec'd with the Brabus trimline package, and as for the new Mark II hulls, that includes this really nice big thick rub rail that goes all the way around the stern and then onto the other side as well. And obviously, being the Brabus trimline package, you've got all of this is in black, so all of the cleats, the rails that this has been spec'd with, which have mandatory in some territories, not necessarily in Europe, but they're all in black as well, the ski pole as well. So yeah, the Brabus trimline package, we'll see a bit more of that as we go in, and obviously you've got a really nice kind of bit of detailing just here on the side of the boat. So coming around, as I said, there obviously are a couple of engine options that you can put on the back of the boat, but we've spec'd the new V8 Mercury 300 Verados. And as you can see, as I just drop underneath here, we've got trim tabs, but we've also got these nice big bright LED underwater lights as well. So coming up onto the stern of the boat, obviously there's a couple of options that you can spec the Axopar in, but this stock boat we've spec'd with the wet bar on, which you can see just up the top here. No S-Tech package on this, so GRP, but obviously the GRP has been kind of cut in such a way that you've got lots of grip all the way across the boat. And again, you've got a really nice kind of pole here for the aft canopy that you can bring over the top of this piece here, and also for your ensign. Again, talking about the detailing, got little Brabus logos just in there. Storage locker on the right hand side, they now include these little tie-ups. You've also got the aft transom shower, which has got some nice black detailing on it just there, and also down there there's also the manual bilge pump at the bottom there, and all of the fenders come with some really nice Axopar sleeves on them as well, so that's really smart there. So we've got the same on the starboard side, but because we've got the wet bar option, I'm just going to show you the nice big deep storage locker that we've got here at the stern. So plenty of room there for fold up paddle boards, fishing gear, various other bits, so a really useful storage option. at the stern. Now at the stern, you've got these great kind of fold down seats that will sit on the back here as well. So I just drop one of those down there so you can see it. So again, the Brabus line stitching. This the colour of the seating here is the standard Silvertex Storm. There are a couple of other options you can see on the Axopar website, but again, that just gives you some good seating options here at the back, and obviously those rails are removable, so you can take those out. Nice big chunky ski pole at the back for the 2 engines here, so you can chuck up a line up there, so get the kids out the back screaming along. And then, as I said, you've got an additional storage locker on this side as well. These can be turned into fridges on some of the specifications. Now, coming round to the wet bar, you've got some really nice detailing, nice big chunky stainless steel handrail with some leather pieces, Axopar logo just underneath there. And if I just press this latch here on the starboard side, that will give me the wet bar. Now, the wet bar, as you can see, has been spec'd with a hot plate up the top here. We've also got a really nice big deep fridge freezer kind of ice cooler, so really great for when you haven't been screaming along and you open the cupboards and that doesn't all fall on top of you. And then underneath here we've actually got a really nice sink as well, so a really fantastic usable area at the back here to kind of cook, get all the drinks out of the fridge, etc, etc. If I just look into here, we've actually got gas bottle storage just in here, and then some nice big storage, and all of these are really nicely finished, all kind of white clean gel coat, some nice seals on the doors as well. So yeah, really fantastic. Like I said, the quality has really picked up from an already pretty popular boat. So walking around the side decks here, as you can see with the Suntop, you've got these really nice big chunky supports just here as well, all in black, really great for kind of grabbing as you're walking around the boat at sea. Now, being the Suntop, you've got all of this fantastic seating group here at the back, and then with the option of folding this massive great big table out, so you then obviously all of these seats here at the top will spin, so you can then have 6 seats facing each other into the middle here. So a fantastic dining option just there on a fixed table leg, just looking through there. So that's a really cool option that the guys have gone through there. More storage in the floor here. I'm just going to show you. So you kind of have like a drain in there, wet bar, great for kind of wet suits after a day out on the water. Nice big speaker and sub mounted up underneath here. We've also got these fantastic Dometic fridges just underneath the Helm group area just there. Coming around to the side deck, as I'm just going to lower the camera down here, you can see the height of the gunnel has really increased. So fantastic kind of safety options for young kids, and they've actually brought in this step here and also a grip pad at the top here, so great for walking around and actually getting up onto the roof, which we'll have a look at in a second. Walking across the other side of the boat just feels wider. The space just feels kind of more usable. I don't feel like I'm bumping into anything as I'm walking around. You've got these lovely blue LED deck lights all the way up the side of the boat. Again, another storage locker just like we've seen on the other side here, and another Dometic fridge up underneath this piece here. So loads of storage options, loads of options to fridge or heat or cool, loads of options to cool drinks, etc, etc. Now, coming up to the helm, because we have got the Brabus trimline package on this boat, we do have a lovely Alcantara Brabus steering wheel just here. And the visibility, I'm just sat down at the seat here, there is actually a little GRP step just up underneath there. But actually stood at the helm, obviously with the gull wing door down, I've got a fantastic view of the front of the boat. I'm just going to do a quick 360 spin. Again, you can see all the way to that back platform, obviously with the wet bar door down. So loads and loads and loads of visibility. Now, looking at the helm, I've obviously got 2 nice big chunky fly-by-wire throttle stick controls just here. Loads of options just up here as well. I could do one lever, I could do throttle only, spin the props a bit slower to dock, etc, etc. So loads of great options just here. VHF sits up the top just here quite nicely, and you've got your immobilizer pieces just here, and even a USB charger spot just in here, which is waterproof. Nice little pocket just up here for keeping little bits, and then side power bow thruster option just at the top here. This boat has been spec'd with the Simrad glass bridge option here, as you can see. So this is all one piece of glass all the way across, and with the two screens embedded in, and obviously as you can see they're all touch screen, which you can move between the depth sounder, the radar, the AIS, the engine management systems, which this is on at the minute. So a really beautiful helm area, really clean, very cut. You've got these lovely kind of silver LED light buttons here across the top, again with the Axopar logo just here. Over on the right hand side as well, I've also got this button. Now this button controls the folding roof that's up here in the Suntop. So if I just press that, it's just a one press button, and if I just come up here, you can see the breadth of how that really opens that up and makes this a fantastic outdoor boat. Now I'm just going to use that step just here from earlier, reach up, and actually we'll see it as we come up, but there is a really great kind of water rail that runs all the way along the piece here, but it's now also a really good place, an upgrade if you like, a really good place to grip onto as you're walking around the boat. So you can see the size of the sunroof that's up here now. And also on this spec we've got a couple of roof rails which you could put paddle boards, you could put a bike up here. I'm sure you've seen some of the Axopar marketing from before. Now this also does have a winter cover that sits over the top of this, like a kind of windproof cover, which I've just taken off for this piece today. Just coming up to the radar chair, as you can see the big Simrad unit there, you've got a searchlight at the top there, and obviously the aerials would ping up. That whole thing can rock back in order to give you a bit more kind of air bridge space as well. You can just see the little rubber mounts at the back that it sits on. So some really well thought out pieces. Just going to come back down into the hull, and even the little pieces like this that they've done as well. Really quite smart. LED lighting also in the Suntop roof as well. And before we go down into the main cabin, I'm just going to walk up the front for you. Again, obviously this is an option, the gull wing door option. I've purposely left one open for you and one closed so you can see what they look like, and I'll open the other one in just 1 second. But if it wasn't the gull wing door, it would just be a finished piece of GRP. Now coming up to the bow area, you've got this really nice big extended kind of sun pad option just here, and we've also spec'd the additional kind of cushion that sits over the top of the anchor locker. This whole unit up underneath here is a storage unit, so all of this up underneath here is storage. And then let's just have a look at this anchor locker as well. So as you can see, we've gone for the electric windlass option just here. You've got the breaker and also the control unit just over there. Again, more fender storage with, and as you can see where the lines are picked up just here. And there's also the main breaker for the shore power unit, which we've got plugged in just here, and a nice big stainless steel anchor right up the front. So with that closed, that piece there and that piece there, you've got a really nice long sun pad, even for the kind of the taller of the people. Really nice little hatch window just in there to let as much natural light in as absolutely possible. And then I'm going to walk back down this way. We're going to have a quick look inside the cabin from this end while the gull wing door is open. But we're actually going to come and properly look at it from the other end here. Again, I feel really safe walking down the side of the boat, and I don't feel pinched as I'm coming down this end either. Now it's a big step down into this part of the boat just here, into a kind of recessed hull area. And as we come down into the cabin area, one of the key upgrades that Axopar have done for the Mark II version is having the enclosed toilet option. Now this obviously is an upgraded version. If it wasn't there, the toilet would just be up underneath the seat. But as you can see, so the toilet is in behind this door. Obviously there is a door where I'm sat, which is folded back into here. So with the toilet compartment, you've got the door here that you can close across where I'm sat, but also as we come into the main compartment just here, this is the door, and that comes across, shuts off that main cabin area just there, which completely shuts off that area, and then you've got the toilet option just in here. So a much more improved area than what we have seen in the past. You've got a little sink just up underneath here, your main kind of 12 volt breakers just up here, and then a nice little storage locker just underneath the back just here as well. So coming back into the main cabin, all the LED lighting at the top just here. You actually, if I just spin this round, you can see I've got the LED lighting, I've got a Fusion head unit control panel for the stereo. I've also got USB sockets just here, and also a 12 volt socket just up underneath here as well. Looking into the main saloon, there's lots of, you can't quite see it today because of the fact that it's a bright day, but there's actually lots of mood lighting and LED light strips. There's actually one up in here you can see, but all behind these panels here as well, there's all LED light strips as well. So at night that would look really quite nice. Now we've spec'd this boat with the comfort package, so you get these really nice kind of Hessian style seats with some nice headrests just up here. Again, quality, nice big chunky handrail just here. Nice V-berth at the top just here. You've got the foldable seat that helps you jump in and out through the gull wing doors. Same on this side, little 3-pin socket just up underneath here. As I mentioned, the hatch, a nice little mirror, and I've just put the cushions up to the right hand side, and another Fusion head unit just down here. And what I'm just going to do, you've got, this is really nice, this just kind of latches into here, but when you're opening the door, I'm just going to hold on to that, press the button, and up this opens like so, and take a step back, and you can really now see the full breadth of what those gull wings doors do. Really lets in so much natural light into this cabin, and I think just looks really cool. Obviously the kind of reminisce of a Mercedes gull wing. I'm going to come back out through the gull wing door now just to show you how kind of easy it is. A quick step up onto the top, and then we can have a good look down the boat with those gull wing doors open and with that sunroof open as well. So a really popular boat, the Axopar. Obviously the brand is doing incredibly well, and I think you can really see why, and the quality has just gone on leaps and bounds from their Mark I versions, which was already obviously a very popular style of boat. So this boat is currently in Poole. We've just received it, so we will be going through the PDIing process of the boat over the next couple of days. She is available to buy. She is in theory a 2021 hull, and is available right now. You can contact me directly on 07931 418 367, or email me tom.bentley@axoparlondongroup.com. You can also find me on LinkedIn, or just message me directly through my YouTube channel. Thank you for watching.